So this is the probability chapter, and I'm combining, guys, two chapters 5 and 6. Chapter 5 is just about the vocab of the proba, so I'm gonna do it directly in this video, uh, plus exercises. So chapter 6, I will do another video for it. So in chapter 5, we're gonna just talk about the vocab. What does it mean? For example, when I see omega, you're gonna see here page 79, it's chapter 5, of page 100 was chapter 6. Omega, it means all the space. Yani, for example, Anna, when I talk about class of level 4, I can call it omega. Omega represents the student of level 4 class. When I say A and B, it means A enter B. So if I want to see it with the diagram, already we saw it before in the exercises, it means this is A and B, the intersection between those two. When I say A or B, yani A union B, it means it represents all the two diagrams, everything with the intersection, but I need to be careful not to count the intersection twice. Okay, that's why we put there is intersection, or sometimes it could be in A and B, so I cannot count it twice. Now, when I say empty event, it means the sign of it here like a zero and a bar, and we call it phi or empty, impossible event. A bar, it means not A, يعني opposite of A. يعني let's say if A here boys and A bar هن girls, so it's opposite of A. So that's why I can deduce that A enter A bar is phi, it's empty. A is a A هن, let's say we are talking about girls and boys. A are the boys, يعني A bar هن girls. Do you have any intersection between the boys and the girls? No. But the union A union A bar, yani the boys and the girls will give me what? Will give me all the class of level 4, so it gives me this all the space omega. When I have two intersection between two space or two parts, and it's empty, we say that A and A bar are complementary, okay, or incompatible. So we have a formula, it's very important. Probability of A union B, you need to memorize it. It's P of A plus P of A minus P of A enter B. So probability of A union B, probability of A plus P of B, we're gonna see it in the exercises. If A and B are incompatible يعني their intersection is phi, there is no intersection, it means this is zero. Probability of an empty event, it's zero. So PA union B will be PA plus P of B. Now we have those formulas, very important. P of A here 1 minus P of A by, and probability of, for example, boys, it will be, do you remember? Totally هون بصير 1 minus opposite, not boys, يعني P of A bar, P of omega, P of, for example, probability of a certain event here 1, or P of phi is 0. When I say equiprobability, it means all the events have the same probability. For example, if I have two boys and two girls, probability to choose a boy, he's a تبع girls, and we're gonna have the same answer. Now we're gonna start with the exercises. It's very easy. Best language هون. I will do two exercises. Exercise 4 and 5. It's page 88. Okay, I'm gonna read the question, and this is number 4. So they said let omega be, okay, let omega be the following set. We have Earth, okay, we have Moon. I think if I type it, it's easier for me. So in omega we have the word Earth, we have Moon, we have Mars, we have Jupiter, we have Mercury, يعني Mercury, say it in English, Mercury, we have Saturn. Okay. This is omega, okay? And I'm choosing an element from omega. So omega, we have all those, we have Earth, Moon, Mars, Jupiter, Mercury, and Saturn. And the first question they said, write an extension of the following sets. It means write what do we have in the following sets. They said in they said the obtain a word containing T, and I need to write which words have T here? In A we have earth, because in earth we have T. Do you have any other word? Yeah, we have Jupiter and Saturn. So we have three. We have earth, we have Jupiter, and we have Saturn. This one, what do you call it? Extension of an extension, say it in French. B. They said obtain a word that ends by, you need to fix it. هي بالبوك مكتوب RE, no it's ER لأنه هيدي French RE. ER يعني Jupiter, in French بنكتبها غير. Okay, so ER يعني I just have Jupiter. Jupiter هنكتبها with E again in French. C. They said obtain a word that ends by NE. Do you have any word that ends by NE? No, so it's phi, it's empty. C. Let's do D. What we have in the extension D. Obtain a word containing J. J, we have just one. We have Jupiter. And another one, E. They said in E, I need to write, obtain a word containing K. Do we have K? We don't have K, so it's fine. So those are the extension of the following sets. Now question 2. They said, first one, A. Among the preceding event, state, I need to mention, which element in which events they have. It's an elementary event. Elementary event, it means it has one element. Elementary يعني عندي just one element. It means I have one element. Which those events they have one element? Just I have B and D. So D and B, they have one element. If I go to question B, they said an impossible event, C and E, those are impossible events. C, an event incompatible with B. When I say incompatible with B, it means B enter this event, it's empty. B enter which event gives me empty? If I take B and A, no, I have Jupiter in common. If I take B and D, no, Jupiter in common. So I have B and C and B and E. Those are, the intersection is phi, it's empty. So I have B enter C and I have B enter E. Those two intersection will give me an empty event. Part 3. They said, write an extension the event A and B. A and B يعني A enter B. What is the intersection of A and B? So it's Jupiter. They said now write A or B in part B. A or B يعني A union B يعني everything, but I need to be careful not to write Jupiter twice. يعني I just write Earth, Jupiter, and Saturn. And part 4, the last question, they said write an extension A bar. I need to find A bar. A bar يعني everything not in A. So if Earth and Jupiter and Saturn are here, so what I will have in A bar, I will have Moon, and the opposite of this one. I will have Mars, and I will have Mercury, Mercury, you say in English, Mercury. Okay, that's it. Now we move to number 5. I hope that I can finish the recording with 15 minutes. Number 5. And number 5 have the same idea. A perfect die whose sides are numbered from 1 to 6 is thrown. First question, I'm throwing a dice. One die. How many possible outcomes I can have? What can I have when I'm throwing the dice? I can have or 1, or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5, or 6. يعني هيدا omega. Those are all the possible results that I can have if I throw a dice. Now, second question, give the space omega, and that's it, it's the same. In 1 and 2, this is the same question. 3, write an extension of the following. A, they said, obtain an odd number. What are the odd numbers? I have 1, 3, and 5. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Very easy. B. Obtain a multiple of 3. What are the multiple of 3? 3 times 1, 3. 3 times 2, 6. I don't have other than those. C. Obtain a prime number. Prime number. انتبهوا, 1 is not a prime number. I have 2, 3, and 5. Prime number, it's a number that cannot be divided other than by 1 and by itself. 2, 3, 5. D. Obtain 8. I don't have. 0. E. Obtain a number less than 7. يعني all the numbers. So I will write omega يعني everything. F. Obtain 2. ما في obtain 2 يعني 2. Okay. And G. Obtain 2 or 4 يعني 2 or 4. This is part 3. Now we're gonna go to part 4. Those are very easy. 4, they said, what is the probability of each of the event of number 3? So each probability يعني I'm gonna write هنا I got how much? 3 out of how many? 6. يعني P of A هي 3 out of 6. B, how much you got for B? P of B, I got 2 result out of how many? يعني 2 out of 6. هون 3 out of 6. هون 0. هون 1. 6 out of 6 1. 1 out of 6 2 out of 6. So P of B 2 out of 6. P of C I got how much? I got 3 out of 6. D, it's 0. It cannot be done. It's empty. P of D. Probability of E, it's 1 لأنه to get 1 or 2 and it's 6 over 6 so it's 1. P of F, how much I got in F? How many elements? 2 out of how many? Out of 6. So, sorry, 1 element. So 1 out of 6. No, I got number 2, I mean. And P of G, I got 2 out of 6. So 2 out of 6. Now they said here, name 2 equiprobable events and they have the same probability. Which events have the same probability? I have A and C. They have the same probability. And I have B. B. هيدا C هون. كتبت البي مرتين. B and G. A, B, C, D. هيدا كتبته twice B of B. Okay. Now, part 5. They said, among the preceding event, what is the elementary event? يعني في عندي one element. Which one is elementary? F elementary. Another question. The certain event, and this is happening. So E is a certain event. Okay. And the impossible event, D is an impossible event. 6. I'm going fast as 15 minutes. What is the event of A and B? A and B يعني A enter B. If I do the intersection, I have 3. 7. Are A and F mutually exclusive? It means, do we have any intersection between A and F? A and F, do you have an intersection? Yeah, no. So yes, they are mutually exclusive. A enter F is phi. And yes, they are mutually exclusive and there is no intersection between those. Tab C and F. C and F. No. C and F no لأنه C enter F gives me the singleton 2. Gives me 2 C and F. So no. No, they are not mutually exclusive. 8. What is the event A or B? A or B يعني A union B. So I can write it all, but I cannot write the same number twice. And I have 1, 3, 5, and 6. 9. Question 9. Are G and A union B complementary يعني opposite خلاص راح اترك 9 and 10 ما بدي اوجعكم راسكم فيهم. So that's it. Those are the questions. Very easy guys. I'm just reading and answering the questions. Okay, I'm gonna stop here for those exercises because I wanna go deep in the next exercises.